Hey, welcome to another lab. So today we're going to be working on lab 146. Ops needs a quick admin run, create groups, provision users, adjust membership, set passwords, verify account aging, simulate an expiration issue, then clean up. Okay. Create the group administrators. So we can do that with sudo group add administrators. Create the group developers. So sudo group add developers. Create user Kevin and add them to the secondary groups, administrators, and developers. Okay, so sudo user add administrators. So these are all secondary groups, and that's the reason why we use a capital G. And also I misspelled administrators. But yeah, that's why we're using that capital G. Wow, straighters. There we go. That's why we're using the capital G option as opposed to the lowercase g option, which is going to be the primary for primary groups. Developers, Kevin. And let's just double check that I spelled administrators right here. Administrators. Okay, that looks good to me. Create a group named designers. So sudo group add designers. Rename designers to web designers. Okay, so sudo group mod, and we're changing the name. Designers, or web designers is the new name, and designers is the old name. Let's just make sure my spelling's correct. Yep, and yep, that looks good to me. Add Kevin to the web designers group as a secondary group. Okay, so sudo user mod, and we're appending this, so we're going to use the A option, and it's the secondary group, so capital G option. The designers Kevin, and let's just make sure we spelled everything. Designers, user mod, everything looks good. Remove only the developers group from Kevin's secondary groups. So we could do that with sudo g password, option D for delete Kevin developers. Okay. Which command shows Kevin's current group membership? So we could do ID Kevin, and that'll show it. And all right, so set the password for user Kevin. So we could just do sudo password Kevin, and then it would just prompt us to change the password. Check the expiration or expiry details for the Kevin account. So we could do that with sudo change age, L option, which is for list, and the user's name, Kevin. Cool. Set the account expiration date to December 31st, 2022 using change. Now, mind you, it's 2026, but that doesn't matter because this is a simulation. Okay, so sudo change 2022 12 31 Kevin. And let's just make sure I wrote everything right. Yeah, 2022 December 31st change. Yep, and then the capital E for updating the expiration date. All right, now if we wanted another valid command that would have done the same thing, we could have used user mod. Instead, this time it would be a lowercase e for expiration, and just everything else pretty much the same. Kevin. Okay, create a new user, Emma, with UID 1050 and primary group administrators. Okay, so we're creating a new user, so sudo user add. That's to update the UID. We also could have done the following, UID, but let's keep it this. What would we do? Oh yeah, 1050, and then we're going, the primary group, Emma's primary group is administrators. Emma, let's just make sure we spelled everything right. Administrators. Okay, yep. Add Emma to secondary groups, developers, and web designers. So we could do that with sudo user mod. And again, we're appending to the secondary group list, or I'm not sure if it's an array in this scenario. I definitely should look it up, what kind of object or type it is inside of this environment, because I've never looked that up. But yeah, so we're appending that to, well, for now we'll call it a list. We're appending these two secondary groups to that list. It currently has nothing in it because all we did was create a primary group for Emma, so we're just appending these two into the secondary group. Normally you want to do this, especially if you don't want to erase all of the other groups that a user has, and you want to just add on to the current groups. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Emma. Don't forget about the username. Okay, this looks good, and let's move on. So change Emma's login shell to /bin/sh. So we can do that with sudo user mod, s for shell, bin sh Emma. delete the user Emma and their home directory. So now we're doing cleanup. So sudo user delete and the R option for recursive Emma, and then delete the user Kevin and their home directory. So same thing, user delete. We're going to delete them recursively because we're deleting not just the user, but also their home directory and all the things inside of it. So Kevin. Okay, delete the group's administrators, developers, and web designers. So we're going to do sudo group delete administrators, not two E's, administrators. There we go. And sudo group delete developers and sudo, oh, there we go. And sudo group delete web designers. And then let's just make sure everything looks good. Administrators, group delete, sudo group delete developers, and sudo group delete web designers. All right, that looks good to me. And that's it for today's lab. I'll see you folks with another one tomorrow. Take care.